Hey everyone, I'm Scotty from Scotty RNY, and this is my 1 week post-op video. So I had Roux-en-Y, the RNY gastric bypass on July 7th, 2015, and today is July 14th, 2015, so that makes it 1 week. And I want to let you guys know that I feel great. It's been a kind of a struggle, start off in the beginning, as I did in my video a couple of days ago. I had a bit of problems, with having some stitches put in, because a couple of the portholes had popped open. But, otherwise they closed up, fairly good. I had my visit today with the nurse practitioner, the 1 week visit, and she said I look amazing. She couldn't believe how well I'm up and around and whatnot. So she took the stitches out and they look great. And she said, don't worry, how's everything else? Are you eating this and that? And I said, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And, we'll continue with our follow-up from there. So a couple things I want to talk about today, though, is some things that I've experienced this past week, and even from my video from the other day up until today. One of those things being constipation. Now, I remember when I left the hospital last Wednesday, I had a chart from one of the doctors, saying here, this is your script for this, this, and this, and a recommendation for milk of magnesia. And that's what this particular doctor likes to recommend for constipation. So I found that when I got home on Friday, I was, walking fine. I thought I was drinking fine. I was walking almost 1.5 kilometers a day at that time, which is pretty good. And drinking about 1.5 liters, not quite 2 liters a day. And I would only have maybe about 3/4 a cup of food all day long. Quarter cup of yogurt, a quarter cup of oatmeal, yogurt again, a couple of protein shakes in there as well. And that's all I, was able to eat, from Friday over the weekend. But then yesterday, though, I noticed that my bowels just weren't moving at all. Not even passing gas or anything like that. So I felt a lot of pressure down below and a lot of pain, and it was quite unbearable. And silly me, thinking, well, I'm not going to need milk and magnesia because I'm walking and I'm drinking and blah, 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 blah. My recommendation is, if a doctor says to you, you should get this, you don't want to spend the $8-10, whatever it is, just go ahead and spend it and take it. His recommendation was to take X number of milligrams, for a day for 1 month. Yeah, I can see that now, because when I finally did start taking it yesterday, I was already in a lot of pain, discomfort, because nothing was passing through. I was up all night. I had very minimal sleep. I was up every 40 minutes, trying to go to the washroom. But enough of all that dirty stuff, everything came out fine and I'm a lot better now. So again, for those of you that are still looking into this, or that have just had it, right, again, keep on top of your body and make sure that, you're doing what you can to make everything flow. And if that means taking some kind of milk of magnesia like my doctor recommended, some people say Restorelax, whatever it is, make sure you're on top of it. If you notice that you're going a day or two without some kind of without a bowel movement or without farting, then look into it. And people think, well, you're only on full fluids, how can you be passing some kind of stool? Well, there's still food going in, so there's still food that needs to come out. So keep that in mind, everyone. Aside from that, I'm going to do some numbers today. I've never really done any numbers, so today I'm going to do some numbers. My heaviest weight ever recorded was last summer, August of 2014, and it was 419 pounds. And I couldn't believe that at the time. It was 419. And that's when I was getting the referral for the weight loss surgery. So that was a bit of a shocker. Now, I didn't, say, oh, I've got to go on a crazy crash diet now, and try and lose all this weight before surgery. I didn't really watch what I was eating. I did a little bit. I still eat a lot of junk food, unfortunately. My mind was good, but it's not like I went full blown, let's go crazy and lose weight. So 419 was my heaviest weight ever. When I started OptiFast 3 weeks before my surgery, so I started on June 16th, 2015, my OptiFast weight was 360 pounds. So, and a lot of, part of that weight anyways, I had already lost from the month and a half previous to that, because I'd started at the gym. I'd really watched what I was eating, cut back on a lot of things, at that point. So 360 was my OptiFast weight. My surgery weight was 340 pounds. And now, 1 week post-op, I'm 326 pounds. So I'm 14 pounds down in 1 week after surgery. And I feel fantastic. I can't believe, again, how well I feel. I've seen and heard people say they can feel this good. I've seen people say they feel this bad or feel bad, but I'm one of the lucky ones, I guess, because I feel fantastic. A great surgeon, Dr. Hagen from Humber River. A couple of other things too, though, is I do find it a little bit challenging to get my protein in. I'm drinking protein shakes, 35 grams of protein per shake, so I'm getting 3 of them in a day. And good thing for that, because with the Greek yogurt that I have, I'm only eating about a quarter of a cup at a time, and that's all I can handle. It's taking me about 40 minutes to eat that, and then I'm full. So I'm having Greek yogurt, strained cream of chicken soup, and there's not a lot of protein in that. I don't like cottage cheese, so I'm not even going down, that way right now. So I'm pretty good, with the protein shakes. Thankfully, I have them, but I do find that from regular food, like anybody that's not even on a weight loss surgery diet, the normal person would never get all the proper protein in, but it is a real challenge. And thankfully that I'm drinking. So now, especially after yesterday's issue with the constipation, I'm back up to 3+ liters of water yesterday, and almost there today. So that'll be a benefit, and so it's not that hard to get the shakes in. My walking, so I was doing about 1.5 kilometers of walking. Now I'm getting up to about 2 kilometers a day. Slowly but surely, don't want to push it because it is a little tender still, in the belly area. But I'm making sure that I get out there, get the walking. It's good for your bowels, it's good for your exercise, and for your weight loss as well, and good for all your cardiovascular muscles. So make sure you get out there and do your walking as well. Some people might be able to walk more than I can at this point. Some people might not be able to walk as much as I can. You find what's best for you, but make sure you do keep active and keep going that way too. Lots of water, and again, I think it's just a matter of know your body. Make sure that if something's just not right, make sure that you follow up on it and don't just pass it off and say it'll get better on its own. So that's it for me today, kids. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and watching my videos. It means a lot. I look forward to watching all of your videos as well, because again, this is a learning process. This is my information that I'm giving you guys. By no means is it proper medical information I'm giving you. It's just my personal experience, and information. So again, I hope you guys have a great time, and I'll see you in a week for my 2-week post-op. Thanks. Bye-bye.